He was born into royalty, but by the age of 12, he had already lost everything. No throne, no army, no kingdom, only a name, and that name would one day change the fate of India forever. This is the story of Babur, the prince without a kingdom. February 14th, 1483. In the small kingdom of Fergana, a royal child was born. His full name was Zahir-ud-Din Muhammad. He was a descendant of the great conqueror Timur, and through his mother, he traced lineage to Genghis Khan. Conquest ran through his blood, but blood alone does not guarantee power. At 12 years old, tragedy struck. His father died suddenly after falling from a tower, and overnight, Babur became king, 12 years old, surrounded by ambitious nobles, experienced generals, uncles who believed the throne belonged to them. They saw weakness. They saw a child. But Babur saw something else, an opportunity to prove himself. There was one city Babur obsessed over, Samarkand, a glittering jewel of Central Asia, the former capital of his ancestor, Timur. To rule Samarkand meant legitimacy, power, glory. At just 15, Babur launched a bold campaign. Against all odds, he captured it. For a brief moment, the teenage king had achieved what many seasoned rulers could not, but victory came at a cost. While he fought for Samarkand, his enemies seized his homeland of Fergana. He had won a city and lost his kingdom. The triumph didn't last. Rebellions broke out. Supplies ran low. Support faded. Within months, Babur lost Samarkand too. By the age of 16, he was no longer a king, no longer a ruler, just a wandering prince with a small group of loyal followers, homeless, powerless, forgotten. Most boys his age were learning poetry. Babur was learning survival. Winter was brutal. Babur and his remaining men wandered through mountains and deserts, sometimes starving, sometimes betrayed, sometimes sleeping under the open sky. In his own memoir, the Baburnama, he later admitted how close he came to despair. He had every reason to give up, but something inside him refused to die. Ambition, resilience, a burning need to reclaim destiny. If Central Asia would not accept him, he would look elsewhere. To the south, beyond the mountains, there was a land rich in gold, fertile in soil, divided by rival rulers. A land called Hindustan, India. Babur began to dream again, not of restoring the past, but of building something entirely new. The boy who lost everything was becoming a man shaped by failure. He no longer chased his ancestors' shadow. He would carve his own legacy. Next episode, Babur sets his eyes on India, and the first steps toward an empire begin. Because sometimes, you must lose your kingdom before you can build an empire.